Yes, what's going on? Are you ready? Are you fired up? Are you ready? You got to be. You got to be. It's football season. What is going on? This is not my regular time, but I changed it up. I'm not expecting a lot of people here, but I don't know who to expect because I never do this, podcast this early. So I appreciate you guys that have come. E. Kush, I see you, man. Man, I appreciate you so much. You always here. I'm sharing right now. That's why I'm not looking into the camera. I don't want to be rude, but I'm sharing with groups. You just never know who can come on at any time. But I appreciate you, E. Kush, for always being here, brother. I really appreciate it. You never have to, but you do. And I appreciate you hanging. Look like, you're right, man. Anytime is a great time. I appreciate it so much that you would like to come and just hang with your boy for a second. I really do appreciate it. Forgive me again. I'm trying to share with groups, and I think I'm done now. Hey, let me see if somebody's on Podbean. Nobody's there right now, but hey, it'll be there for them at the end. Welcome to the Big Time Show podcast, y'all. Welcome. As you know, that music was heard by Alec Winters, as you can see there on Instagram. Very young brother. I appreciate him letting me use the music that he has produced, obviously. There's a lot of stuff going on, man. I'm purposely going to stay with what I said I was going to do on Tuesday. I gave my little preview for the offense. Today, I'm going to talk about the defense. Today, I know that we done had some news conferences. I know Mike McCarthy just finished his. I know I saw it. I know Jerry Jones has said this and everything, but I'm not going to talk about that directly. I may refer to some of that in this little talk that we have today. Again, if you're wondering why I'm doing this now, it's because I have to have surgery on tomorrow. Excuse me, and I will not be able to do the show on Saturday. So I have surgery on tomorrow. Appreciate your prayers and your thoughts toward me for that. I will be okay. I'm trying my best to be with you guys on Tuesday. However, I can tell you this now. I will tell you this now. I'm going to sacrifice really a big crowd because I probably won't. I'm not going to do it unless, it depends on how I'm feeling. But I'm probably not going to do Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch and all the other stuff that I'm on live because I may very well just be still kind of in the bed. So what I am going to do, I will um, do the show on Tuesday, but it just may be only on Podbean. So if you want to hang with me on Tuesday, you need to just go to Podbean if you can. It doesn't cost you any money or anything. Just get you a Podbean, put the app on your phone. What's up, Kev? And that way I'll be on probably just on Podbean on this coming up Tuesday, or depends on how I'm feeling. So if you don't have Podbean and if you just want to hang with me, go to Podbean, Podbean. Set up you an account there, search out the show, and then you can hear me on there. I just don't want to get up and, I just had surgery. I don't know how I'm going to be feeling sitting in a chair for about an hour. I just don't know that. So I know I can lay down and do the show. But you guys, of course, just won't see me on Podbean. I think that'll be cool. I hope that you forgive me for that. But I think that's just the way it's got to be. And plus, I got a wife over here who's going to probably make sure that I'm sitting down or laying down in the bed like I'm supposed to. So you guys just bear with me. I probably definitely will be with you guys Saturday for sure. And, I believe I'll be all right. So I'll see you guys probably Saturday, but we will do the show on Tuesday. Let's talk football real quick. Let's talk the defense. Let's talk about our defense. As we know, overall, this defense was ranked 28th. They were ranked 31st in the run. That's not nothing to celebrate over. We already know that. What did the Cowboys do? They fired the defensive coordinator, Mike Nolan, as they should have. And they hired Dan Quinn. I believe that's where we need to start. If we're going to talk about the defense, let's talk about Mr. Quinn. Mr. Quinn, Coach Quinn, here's what's on his record. He is responsible for that all-time defense in Seattle, the Legion of Boom in Seattle. He was the defensive coordinator. If you're old enough, you already know what kind of defense that was. They were lethal. That's what he does. Of course, he's got in that defense, you probably had about 3 Hall of Famers, maybe 4. And Earl Thomas, Richard Sherman, Bobby Wagner will be a Hall of Famer. And there will be a discussion about Cam Chancellor, at least. So he had some real dogs, and he knew what to do with them. They went to 2 Super Bowls. They won one, should have won the other one, but they lost. Then he went to Atlanta, and of course he blowed the lead in the Super Bowl. But the key thing is that he got the team to the Super Bowl, so he's responsible, and he was a head coach at that time. But I'm quite sure he stuck his nose in on defense. So really, the credentials are there. Okay, I know he blowed the lead against New England in the Super Bowl. I understand that. I think it was 28-3, and Brady brought him back. I get that. I get that. As a head coach, he hadn't really. Bottom line, he went to the Super Bowl. I mean, yeah, he lost, but he got him there. So we talk about a coach, obviously, that knows what he's doing. That's the real point I want to make. The coach knows what he's doing. He knows what he's looking for. He knows what scheme he wants to run. And he knows the prototype players that will fit that system. He knows it. That's why you see all these tall cornerbacks. Why? Because he likes tall cornerbacks. Why is that? One day somebody's going to ask him that. He loves the range. He loves the athleticism of a tall cornerback, and I'm talking about 6 feet and above. He loves 6'2", 6'3". He loves that. So, and we have that. So Quinn comes in, as far as I'm concerned, as another head coach. We got McCarthy, we got another head coach in Quinn. We have McAdoo on staff. We have guys. Can you really point blame to someone that blew a lead against Brady? A lot of dudes on the list on exactly. I don't. You're right. He could, but my point is, if you were to point to blame, you would blame it on Shanahan, who's the coach of the 49ers. Instead of controlling the clock, he wanted to keep throwing the football. He didn't. That's who blowed the game, if you ask me. But that don't have nothing to do with him. I guess he could have said, "Hey, run the ball," but I don't know if he did that or not. But my point is that he took a franchise to the Super Bowl. Atlanta always was, at least a 9-10 win, 9-10 win game season. They'll win those amount of games in the season every year. Atlanta was in the playoffs almost every year. So this guy knows what it takes. Number one, to run a defense, obviously, and then he knows how to win football games. It's just bottom line. And so I love Quinn, as that's where we start. And because he knows what he's doing, we look at the players. As we know, we drafted a whole bunch of defense. When you look at our defense with the free agent signed, let me just go on record now. We will not be the 28th ranked defense at the end of this year. We will not be ranked 31st in the run this year. Those were the stats from last year. I guarantee I'm just on record. There's just no way, with the talent level that we have now, there is no way that this team will be that low in defensive rankings this year. What does that mean? What that means is, in my opinion, if Dan Quinn, I told you on Tuesday what I expected from the offense. I expect explosion from the offense. If Dan Quinn can pull this team up from 28th overall to somewhere maybe about 13 or 14, do you understand what that would mean? That means that this team will win at least 11, 12 games. There's no question. No question. They don't have to, all Cowboy fans that, we want the world. That's just a typical Cowboy fan. He does not have to have this defense in the top 5. I mean, I'm serious. Do we have the talent to be a top 5 team? I'm going to be honest with you. When we start looking at some of the stuff I'm getting ready to talk about, there's an argument could be made and say, yeah, we got the talent to do it. And we got the scheme that can get it done. I'm not going to say it, but he don't have to get that high. If this offense does what everybody think it's going to do, then this defense does not have to be an all-time great defense. It does not. If you can keep them between 13 and 15, somewhere in there, we're going to win at least 12 games, 11, 12 games. Easy. That's my opinion. Easy. Why is that? Look at what we got. Let's start with some of the free agents we got. We got, let me see what somebody said there. I think it's E. Kush. E. Kush says what it should do easily. Exactly. Let's look at what we got. It's not sexy because they're not Pro Bowl free agents, but they were solid additions. Urban from Chicago, who Pro Football Focus had ranked right in the top 8 in run defense as a defensive tackle. You go get Watkins who was also ranked in Pro Football Focus as one of the top defensive linemen. You got Neville Gallimore. You got Tristan Hill. Neville Gallimore, I'm expecting to have a big season this year. He was coming on strong at the end. Defensive tackle has been our weakness. We address that situation with guys that are solid against the run. Solid. Now, I know we want the world, but you got to start learning how to appreciate solid guys. We will not. Repeat. Y'all remember the Cleveland game when I think Cleveland ran almost 300 yards against us? That will not happen this year. We have Quentin Bohanna, who also is a mountain of a young man who can play, who's a mixture of both stopping the run and a playmaker as far as trying to get some sacks. We've never had a defensive tackle that big. Or if it did, it's been a long time. I'm sorry. This guy the defensive tackle position. So the Cowboys' problem last year was really against the run. It was us against the run. We couldn't stop nobody. I believe we've addressed that tremendously. Hey, what's going on, Pa Bean? The captain, he said, I'm expecting big things to finally come out of the Cowboys defense this season. Defense has been lacking, and what hurt the Cowboys in the past season. You're right, Captain, if you're still here. My brother's on here, the good, bad, and the ugly truth. What's going on, man? Thank y'all for coming. I don't usually broadcast this early, so I don't know what to expect. I don't know if people are with me or not on that, but I appreciate anybody that's on here now. Thank y'all for tuning in. Our defensive line is going to be the key. We've added some playmakers. The kid from Aussie from UCLA, who's a playmaker, dynamic playmaker. We have exactly E. Kush calling Bohanna B.J. Raji Jr. I agree 100% with that assessment. He is a mountain of a guy that we need that can play. I ain't talking about somebody just big, we're going to get knocked around. That's not him. He can hold his ground, which is what we need. Why? So that the linebackers can run completely free and go hit somebody. So Dan Quinn, Stephen Jones, whoever you want to attribute it to, they addressed our weakness. And I think they did it in a solid way that I believe that we will not get ran over this year. Not like that. Not like last year. I believe that we're going to have some guys that can make some plays. Linebackers. Linebackers are, in my opinion, legit. Now, I only see one problem. I'll get to that in a second. LVE, contract year, he's hungry. I'm loving that, because usually in a contract year, you're going to get the best out of the player that's trying to get another contract. You can rest assured, as LVE, if he can stay on the field, he is going to have a monster year this year. You heard it here. It's his contract year. He wants a big contract. He wants to stay with the Cowboys, but he wants a big contract. Therefore, this is almost like a tryout year for him. I'm expecting LVE to have his best year. Jalen Smith. I don't know if y'all saw the pictures. Jalen looked like he been carved out of a stone. He looks like he's in the best shape of his career. And Jalen will hit you. The only problem I have with Jalen is he like to talk and help people back up. I can't stand that. So that's just him. I ain't gonna knock him for that. It is what it is. If that's what he like, that's what he like. I want animalistic type guys that hit folks, then look at them and tell you, I'll be back in just a second. Jalen not that guy, but he will hit you. I'm expecting a better year from him this year. Here's my problem. The addition of Keanu Neal, who they're taking away his natural position, which is safety, where he made a Pro Bowl. And we are replacing Sean Lee with Keanu Neal as a linebacker. Now, the only thing about that is that it's different from being in a package. In a package, he played some linebacker, depending on the package. But to start out, it's a new position that he's learning. Here's my problem. I don't have time for experiments. I believe in putting players in the best position for them to shine. If this kid is a Pro Bowler at safety, which he was, why in the world are we putting him at linebacker? I don't care how much weight he gained and all that. I'm just saying, we don't have time for experiments. He hadn't played the linebacker position. I know he's a thumper. He can, when he hits you. I get that, but I don't know why we're doing it. Captain, I don't know who you are, brother, but I appreciate you coming. Those are on Podbean. Let me say this. If you want to call in, I don't mind. I don't know it all. It's up to you. If you can call in and y'all know what to do if you're on Podbean. Just hit that call in button. I'm going in between restream and this. So if I miss you, if you want to call in, please forgive me, and I promise you, just hang on. I'll get back to you. I'm going back and forth in it. I don't like experiments. Yeah. I don't. I can't. I don't know. You just don't. If you never. This is the NFL. Quarterbacks and offensive coordinators will take advantage of a person that don't know what they're doing on the field. And I'm not saying Neil doesn't know what he's doing. I'm just saying he's never played. What's up, Gary? He's never played linebacker. Not consistently. If he does it in a package with the Falcons where he lines up in the box, that's just for one or two plays. I'm talking about he's switching from a package to a every down linebacker. I don't, and he's never played it before. Now I hope he got it. I mean, but I don't this is me. Now y'all may feel different. You may feel different. I'm just saying on a common sense thing. If you made Pro Bowl at safety, that means you were one of the best. The fans and you made the Pro Bowl. If we talking about a Pro Bowl safety, why are you taking him away from his best position? That's my only question. He very well may do well playing linebacker. He just might. I don't know that though, because he never played the position. What's up, Geechee? What's up? I already spoke to Gary. That I'm not saying I don't want to get nobody wrong, but I don't like experimenting. If the kid was a Pro Bowl safety, that tells me, y'all come on, help me. He was one of the best at his position. If you are a Pro Bowl safety, you're one of the best. I see Garrett. Garrett. That's what I was saying before. He did that in certain packages, but that don't mean that he knows the responsibility of a first down, second down, possibly third down guy. I see y'all. I got my brothers on here. They on me, and I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying that he can't do it. Okay, I'm not saying that he can't do it. I don't like the experimentation. That's me. I don't like it. I don't have no question marks about Jalen because Jalen knows the position. I don't have no question marks about LVE as far as the position. I do have questions about Neil because he's never played that position consistently. I get the packages. Where he lines up. I get that. But it's a difference between doing it first, second, and third down. Get you're absolutely right. I love the brother. He'll knock your head off. He'll knock your head. I've already said that. When he hits you, the whole stadium, no. I love his aggression, but a lot of that aggression came from the safety position. That's what I'm saying. That's why he went there. I see you, Gary. He played linebacker in college. Okay, well, I'm just not sold on it. I ain't saying I'm dead on it. I don't like it. Which brings in now Michael Parsons. Okay? Who can play all three positions in the linebacker position. I understand he's a rookie. I understand. He ain't playing in the NFL. I understand Neil is there. I understand. But Michael Parsons need to play. And I ain't talking about in no packages. Michael Parsons need to be playing every down. And the person that will have to sit down if he does play every down probably would be Mr. Neal. That's just me. That's just me. Parsons got to play. Parsons got to be on the field. I ain't talking about just no pass rushing. No. Michael Parsons need to play. As Gary said, honestly, Neal has more experience at L linebacker than Parsons. I would agree with you 100% on that because Neal has played, as y'all have said, he's played some linebacker, obviously in the box, in the scheme, or whatever. They're probably on some good nickel packages. I agree with you, Gary, on that. But we all know that when you draft a guy that high, he's going to hit the field. That would mean somebody got to sit down. And that somebody is going to be Mr. Neal, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. If that happens, here's my next question. You gotta, as Geechee have said, if y'all don't know anything about Mr. Neal will knock your head off. That's. I'm sorry if that's a little bit, too bland or too forceful. He will put you out. He will knock your head off. That's what we need. One of my guys here, I think it was Geechee, he said he's an enforcer. That's the attitude that I've been begging for. Okay? That's what I want. But let me give you what'll make the defense even better, if you ask me. At some point, Parsons is going to start one of them three linebackers. It may be because of injury. Who knows? Parsons is going to start. My dream scenario would be Jalen, LV, Parsons are my linebackers. Then here's where it gets funny. I'm not keeping a Pro Bowl safety on the bench. That's Neal. Everybody talking about KZ and Donovan Wilson. Donovan Wilson needs to stay on the field. Y'all, Neal has to play. In my scenario, now y'all's different. In my scenario, Parsons need to play with Jalen and LVE. Move Neal back to his natural position where he was a Pro Bowl safety, and keep Donovan Wilson back there. That's my dream. That's my dream. That you give me Parsons in there with Neal, okay? Two guys that will knock your head off. Donovan Wilson will punish you. I got three guys on this defense who I'll throw in Jalen. I'll throw in Jalen too. LVE is kind of like a finesse type tackle, but he tackled the hell out of you. Okay, he will. Give me Wilson, Neal, Parsons, and Jalen. Let me tell y'all. I told you, Geechee, I get you. I'm just dreaming right now. I'm dreaming, Geechee. Geechee, I'm dreaming right now. I'm dreaming. That's all I'm doing. I'm dreaming. I want Neal and Wilson to start. That's what I want. I know KZ there. Hey, whatever. I want Parsons at the other linebacker, and I want Neal and Donovan Wilson back there. If you give me Donovan Wilson and Neal at safety, and Jalen and Parsons at linebacker, and then you got Mr. Gregory and Donovan, and I guess I'll go ahead and say it. You got D-Law down there. I know I'm trying to tell y'all that I got at least 3 or 4 enforcers on this team. I'm talking about guys when they hit you. The whole stadium knows because it's that loud. I'm talking about knock your head off. But see, I'm glad my brother here, Geechee. These guys that are in here, for those, probably you can't see the comments. I apologize. But I got guys in here who know the game, diehard fans. And one of them is my guy, Geechee, Cowboy, who says KZ is a ball hawk. I don't care nothing about no ball hawk. Donovan Wilson a ball hawk too. Put him at free. Let Neal be the enforcer that you said earlier. Donovan Wilson is a ball hawk, and he'll knock your head off too. I got 2 for 1 with Donovan Wilson. You understand what I'm saying? KZ a ball hawk. I know that. I know he getting interceptions. That's good. He good. I get it. Donovan Wilson gonna have a whole season. I believe Donovan Wilson get you back 7. I believe Don Wilson get you about 7 or 8 interceptions a year. I believe that. Then I know he's gonna knock your head off. I get it. See, my guy Geechee, I almost need to pull you in here, man. I almost need to pull you in the show. Wilson had a better center field than KZ. I get it. I want dominance. That's what I want. I want dominance. I want guys that when you see that number, you looking for them. That's what I want. Donovan Wilson is one of those type guys. Neal is one of those type of guys. KZ has a reputation of getting his hand on the football. I ain't got no problem. I don't have no problem with KZ. I don't want y'all to think I got a problem with it. I just saying put the guys in the position where you know they are dominant. I don't want the guys in a position that I got just 1 or 2 question marks. That's just me. I don't like it. I want domination. I always have said, this is how you build a football. There you go, Donald. You telling the truth. But Donald, check it out. The guys that Geechee and E-Kush and Gary are talking about, all these guys we naming, they are dogs. They are. I just want them in the proper position. Now, my guys on here saying that Neal, we're going to be all right with Neal. I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I don't know. I don't know. I believe he's gonna do well. I know where he would be best at though. I know where he would be best at, and that's his safety. That's where he made his money. That's just the truth. No, I don't. What my guys are talking about in the chat now is that the nuances of being a linebacker. Not only do you just can't just say I want you to hit somebody. You got to be able to cover people. And I think Donovan can cover some people. He's still a little small. I get that. But check this out, Geechee, because they talk about tight ends in the chat here. You can throw in Kittle with that also, Geechee. George Kittle. No, you can't. See, y'all talking about guys who really can't be covered in the first place. You see what I'm saying? Waller can't be guarded. Everybody know that. George Kittle cannot be guarded as a tight end. Font is not on that level, but he's a real good tight end. No doubt about that. And you got to have guys that can cover, not only knock your head off, but you're going to have to cover. So Donovan, is all right. As you can see, Geechee is talking about Cox, who can play safety. He did it before. He can play safety. He can play linebacker. Perfect. That he got to get on the field. The packages that Dan Quinn will have will be legendary this year. I said it. Because there's going to be so many playmakers on the field. Can you imagine this right here? What I'm about to say is going to happen when we play Tampa Bay. I don't know what they're going to call it, but I just call it a NASCAR package. I'll just call it that. In other words, it's 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7th. You know it's a passing down. They put the NASCAR package, which represents the speed. Speed rushers, speed linebackers, all that kind of stuff. Can you just imagine Randy Gregory on one side, DeMarcus Lawrence on the other side, OC, the rookie coming in, maybe Gallimore at the other tackle? That's your front four. Can you imagine it? Can you imagine the speed that's going to be coming at a quarterback? You put Cox back there. You got Neal out there. We have a chance this year. And I'm not saying top 5 defense. I'm not saying top 10, but let me put this in. Don't be surprised if this defense is a top 10 defense. Why am I saying that? There's going to be a lot of sacks this year. This year, we are going to sack the quarterback, barring injury, of course. We are going to sack the quarterback this year. Probably more than we have probably in the last at least 10 years. Yeah, I'm serious. Two reasons why. What's up, Kevin? What up, Conscious? Let me explain to you what Brady is getting ready to see, and it's gonna be something that he don't want to see. You're gonna have at times Gregory. I ain't gonna call out but 3 names on this. Just picture it. You're going to have Gregory on one end. And then you're going to have D-Law on the other end. And then the wild card, or I call it the Joker, is going to be Micah Parsons. Can you imagine Micah Parsons lining up right beside D-Law or lining up beside Randy Gregory? This is what's getting ready to happen. I'm telling y'all, Somebody finna pay the price this year. That's man, I just got fired up over it. I'm out. Woo. I'm serious. It's about to get real crazy. You cannot guard this stuff, man. You can't guard it. I ain't brought up Jalen blitzing up the gut. You know that's what he does. He can rush the passer too. I ain't even brought that up. Randy Gregory. I'm going on record. Let me go ahead and tell y'all now. If y'all think that Robert Quinn a couple years ago did something with us, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now. Randy Gregory will have this year. I'm gonna go 14 sacks for Randy Gregory this year. If that happens, you can rest sure D-Law gonna have double digits too. And I'm gonna tell y'all, Michael Parsons will have probably 5 or 6 himself. This year gonna be incredible, man. I'm talking about sack-wise, sack the quarterback. We only have one question mark, and that's our secondary. That's our secondary. If you want Boss Man Fat or Kelvin Joseph to start, please keep in mind he's a rookie. I don't care if he was a first-team All-American coming out of college. It has been proven that not too many rookie cornerbacks do well. They don't. I don't care who you call out. Jalen Ramsey may be the last cornerback to come in with that type of hype and produce that type of production. Jalen Ramsey. It is rare when those type of guys come in. We just had it last year. Diggs was a first-team All-American at Alabama and got 8 alive those first 6 or 7 weeks. He did. Of course, by the end of the year, he was better. He was. But starting off, he got destroyed. He did. If you want Boss Man there, be prepared to go through some probably little changes. That's my only one question mark. Y'all don't like Anthony Brown, okay? Y'all don't like Anthony Brown, but Anthony Brown is the veteran of the crew. I'm comfortable with Anthony Brown starting off. I ain't saying he should be the guy. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? You can be fooled. You're going against Brady starting off, but I'm gonna throw a caveat in just a second. Jordan Lewis, I believe y'all they are give Jay Lewis a chance, man. I know he's dangerous in the nickel, in the slot, and he can blitz also. We all know that. But Jordan Lewis can play cornerback. I don't care how short he is. I just believe he can play it. I really believe he's better than Anthony Brown. Jordan Lewis at this point is better than Boss Man Fat. Jordan Lewis is better than Nashawn Wright. Jordan Lewis is better than is an argument could be made if he's really better than Diggs. I want to see Jordan. I don't want just coming in on third down. I want Jordan outside. I don't even lie to you. I don't care. I want Jordan outside. I want him as our starting cornerback beside Diggs. You tell me Jordan Lewis my cornerback, I'm very happy. Secondary is our only question. That's it. Here's the caveat, though, y'all. Here's the caveat. I've said this before. Jordan Lewis may be not Jordan Lewis, but Kelvin Joseph, Boss Man Fat, may be a rookie. But check this out. Look who Jordan Lewis going against every day in practice. Look at the quarterback, that he will be playing in practice every day. That is what I call a crash course into the NFL. You get baptized by fire. He will be going against Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Cedric Wilson, Noah Brown, Simi from Stanford. This is who he'll be going against. Please understand, it ain't too many better. It's not too many better in the league. And if he does well against Cooper, Lamb, if he does well, when he get to game 1 against Tampa, he won't be so scared. It won't be a big deal because he done got 8 alive in practice. He stood his ground in practice. He played against a good quarterback in Dak. That's the caveat. Huh? Buddha says D-Law on injury list. I thought he been got surgery. A lot of these guys just ain't gonna start off, Buddha. A lot of these guys, this is what they call saving them. You got a lot of guys who not gonna end up on there before it's all over because they're saving them for week 1. I don't blame them. D-Law ain't got no business out there practicing. He not like that. Look, save them all. I said that about the offense. I don't know how much really the offense we really gonna see the offense, and I guess the same rules apply for the defense. I wouldn't put LV out there myself. I wouldn't put him out there. Fragile as he is, he don't need to play in the week 1. He don't need to do nothing. Huh? Yeah, exactly, GT. I mean, look, I can go down the list. Let's go to defense. I'm in total agreement with GT. D-Law don't need to do anything. Let me think. Tristan Hill, who's coming off of ACL, we don't know, to what extent he's, I mean, do we know how Tristan Hill is? I don't know if he ready or not. I ain't heard anything. All right. Because I'm gonna throw this one in. Because Randy Gregory has never played a full season, he may need to sit down too. We need him as fresh as he could be. These guys are locked. LVE does not need to play. Neal did not play last year. How's his Achilles? This will be his first year testing out the Achilles. I mean, he looked good, but is he really ready? I mean, you coming off an Achilles, Achilles tendon tear surgery. I don't know if he need to play or not. A lot of these guys need to sit down. Let these guys get massages and acupuncture and all that kind of stuff. Let them guys get that, and we'll see them week 1 in Tampa. That's the way I feel it. You got to be playing no preseason game. I don't want Dak offense. I told you yesterday. I don't care how high Dak Prescott is. Don't even let him on the field. He don't need. If you put him on the field, he playing but one series. He ain't got no business out there. I could care less about the Hall of Fame game. Let him sit over there with his jersey. Ezekiel Elliott don't need to take one carry in the preseason. Not one. He ain't do it last year. He shouldn't do it this year. Amari Cooper need to sit down since his foot is fragile like that. He ain't got no business doing nothing. We'll see him in practice. We'll say, hey, Nuke, I see. Listen, I don't want to see Cooper on the just practice. And I don't know how much he really can do. Is he ready or not? We don't know. We ain't heard nothing about the foot. We ain't heard anything about the foot. If they're on the injury list, let them stay on the injury list. We already know they're going to make the team. We'll get the rhythm, probably about the third week of the preseason. Then let these guys start practicing so they get some type of rhythm before we go to Tampa. So the third week of preseason, yeah, we need to see it. But I'm saying this, on the third week of preseason, as everybody calls it, the dress rehearsal game. I don't need to see no rehearsal. I got a quarterback that just almost was on a broken leg. I don't want him out there. I don't want Ezekiel taking no hits. Not yet. That's me. I'm in total agreement with y'all. Whoever was saying that, I think it was Geechee. Let these guys sit down. I love it. Just because they're on the injury list, I think it was Buddha that said that. Just because they're on the injury list don't mean they really hurt. They just put them on there so they can give them an excuse why they're not practicing. Because, see, the reporters and everybody else see them, see them not practicing. So that means when the media session come up, they're going to ask the question. So just go on, put them on the injury list. So you got to ask for one thing. And also keep this in mind, y'all. Keep this in mind. Hard Knocks is there, okay? Don't ever underestimate that. Hard Knocks is there. They got cameras everywhere. And the cameras will pick up guys who are not doing whatever that guy's going to have to answer the question for. Let these guys put it out there. Just say, hey, they're on the injury list. We'll see them when we see them. Don't forget about Hard Knocks. Jerry Jones just showed me, and I'll go to the little press conference now. Jerry Jones showed me. A lot of y'all are sentimental and all that. I am too, but Jerry Jones knows those cameras are there. Jerry Jones is dedicated to being the star of Hard Knocks, and rightfully so. Jerry Jones, I heard Jerry Jones say what he would do to be at a Super Bowl yesterday, but I've heard it before. He wasn't crying when he said it before. I'd do anything to win the Super Bowl. I pay this. I'll bill a blank check. He didn't cry then. He said it, but he didn't cry then. But he cried yesterday. I'm not saying it wasn't real. I'm not saying it was not real because I don't know it. I don't know what's inside the man. All I'm saying is Hard Knocks is there. I guarantee you on the first week, we are going to see Jerry Jones in yesterday's press conference in the first edition of Hard Knocks and showing his passion for the game, his passion for the Cowboys. And what better way to keep the camera on you than to start crying? I heard Jerry talk about Jimmy Johnson. I was there looking at the press conference, in the Cowboys press conference. I put in the question mark. I believe they saw it when I put it there, because as soon as I put it there, they asked the question. When he was talking about Jimmy Johnson, I was saying, okay, if he's all this, why is he not in the Ring of Honor? Because, see, it don't make any sense for Jimmy Johnson to be going into the Hall of Fame, but can't get recognition from the team that he made the Hall of Fame from. It don't even make sense. It don't even make sense. He should have went into the Ring of Honor a long time ago. How in the world are you going to put Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith in the Ring of Honor and not put the coach that put him there? If Tom Landry's name is in the Ring of Honor, as it should be, then most certainly Jimmy Johnson's name should have been there. And here it is years later, somebody pressed him. Because, see, now you got to say the right thing, because if you say the wrong thing, they're going to eat you alive. You're going to make national news if you say something bad about Jimmy Johnson right now as he's getting ready to go into the Hall of Fame. You had to say something nice. You had to say it. And now he says, after all these years, what we already knew. Y'all heard what he said. He said he messed everything up. He ain't say it like I said it. Y'all know what he said. He effed it up. That's what he said. Duh. We already knew that. But my question is, okay, you know you messed up. You look real stupid. It's just me, in my opinion, y'all. You look real crazy not putting this guy in the Ring of Honor first. You should have already been there. If you put Dan Woodson in the Ring of Honor, Dan Woodson name up there, how in the world is Jimmy Johnson's name not there? It don't make sense. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. When they go into everybody there, everybody that's a Hall of Famer just about is on that Ring of Honor. Drew Pearson, going to the Hall of Fame. I just don't get it. I don't get it. And he put on a show. Jerry did. I'm not saying it wasn't real, but at the same time, I am saying the Hard Knocks camera is there. You got to put on the show. Cowboys finna put on the show in this Hard Knocks. They're gonna put on the show. Jerry Jones know it. Jerry Jones trying to get ratings. He crying after every question. I ain't never seen the man cry that much. Jerry, you okay? He wiping tears. Jerry, how's your day? Jerry, how was your breakfast? It was good. I mean, sit down. What? I ain't never seen Jerry cry so much. I could be anywhere in the world, but I want to be with this team. I mean, Jerry, I can't understand what you're saying, man. You sniffling so much. What? What are you crying out there? I ain't never seen it, but I'm saying it ain't real. He is 80 years old. He knows his time, his time is winding down. I'm not saying he's about to die, but he 80. Okay? The window is closing. I get that. That may bring tears. I'm not saying it not. But I am saying Hard Knocks camera right over there. You gotta put on the show. I thought Jerry had allergies or something, the way he rubbed his eye. I thought something wrong with Jerry, man. I about to say, somebody get Jerry some allergy medicine or something. What's all this crying for, man? What's all this crying for? Stop it. What was you crying? What all this look. But them Hard Knocks camera, love that. I promise y'all, that first episode, please understand we're gonna see that again. The passion of Jerry Jones as he cries after every single question. What's up, Sid? I got a 49er fan in here. He just coming here just to antagonize me. I'm expecting it in just a minute. Look, all I'm saying, I see you, Gary. All I'm saying is this. Let me go to Podbean. Make sure they understand what I'm saying. Exactly. I got the captain on Podbean and said he don't know why that man was crying. We ain't never seen Jerry. Jerry said the same thing years ago. If y'all remember the press conference, Jerry said years ago, I'll pay anything I'll make a deal with the devil to win the Super Bowl. I'll give a blank check. Jerry said that with no tears, no hesitation, no pauses, no nothing. I'll do it. You asked the same question yesterday. Jerry couldn't even breathe hardly because he was sniffling so much. Jerry, what would you? I do anything to win the Super Bowl. I could be on my yacht. I could be anywhere in the world, Jerry said. I can go anywhere in the world, but I want to be with my team. Hey, dry your eyes. Hey, get out of here. Get over that table. Don't hear all that whining, man. You ain't never cried over Jimmy Johnson. Now, 30 years later, you want to cry over Jimmy Johnson. You know you don't like Jimmy. That's why he's not in the Ring of Honor. You got a grudge against him. You putting all these players in the Ring of Honor. You still ain't put them in. You got a grudge against Jimmy Johnson. Don't tell the truth. You put on the show yesterday. You know he can't say nothing bad about Jimmy Johnson. I say it. Because you ain't fooling me. I know what time it is. You don't like Jimmy Johnson. I don't know why Jimmy asked him to present him. You know, I guess Jimmy's slick too now. Jimmy Johnson slick too. Jimmy Johnson real slick. Do y'all know that Jerry Jones is presenting him at the Hall of Fame? Jimmy Johnson is forcing Jimmy. Jimmy Johnson is so slick. He is forcing Jerry Jones to say something nice about him. Because Jerry Jones ain't finna get up there and just badmouth Jimmy Johnson as he presents him to the Hall of Fame. You know that. He is making Jerry Jones. Now, Jerry said he's my friend and all that. Man, forget the friend. Put that man in the Ring of Honor with his players that are going in. Darren Woodson does not need to go in the Ring of Honor before Jimmy Johnson. But Darren Woodson name up there. Huh? Jerry Jones is not fooling me, man. Let bygone be bygone. And on that note, let me throw this in. This ain't got nothing to do with it. He highlighted Deion Sanders yesterday as difference makers or whatever. Why is Deion Sanders in the Ring of Honor? Can somebody help me? I don't care nothing about Atlanta. Why is Deion Sanders not in the Ring of Honor? Can somebody help me on that? I don't know what the criteria for Jerry is. I know Deion loves Jerry Jones. I'm going to assume that Jerry likes Deion. I'm going to assume that. But Deion Sanders is supposed to be up there too. Huh? Exactly. All these tears, all this kind. I just don't get it. So I got a problem with I got a little problem with Jerry yesterday. But I read through it. That was me. I'm not gonna say what the Lord cannot do. If anybody can say it, the Lord can change you. Okay? The Lord can change your heart. The Lord can get into your mind. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is this. I'm not saying the tears were not real. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, right behind on that side over there, them hard knock camera was over there. Huh? And when you know the cameras are on, then you know it's your time to shine. Jerry ain't been on no microphone in a long time. He got to make up for it now. What better way to make up for it than get on Hard Knocks and start crying like you on The Young and the Restless, like you're in a soap opera or something? I don't know, Kevin. I don't know. I ain't say they weren't real. I just said I don't know. All I'm saying, Kevin, them cameras was right over there now. Right over there. Hard Knocks right over there. You know what Hard Knock wants. You know what Hard Knocks needs. You don't need no boring stuff. You don't want no boring stuff. You know what's over there. Okay? I don't know. I ain't saying it was, but I ain't saying it was. I don't care nothing about that. Man, dry your eyes. You don't like Jimmy Johnson. Everybody know that. Everybody know you don't like Jimmy Johnson. We're friends. Stop it. Friends with limitations. You don't want Jimmy Johnson in the goddamn Ring of Honor. Supposed to have been there 25 years ago. Whenever you put Troy Aikman in and whichever one of the triplets went in, you should have been putting Jimmy Johnson in on that same day. Care what nobody say. You ain't fooling me, man. All right, I'm done. What do I expect from this defense? I'm expecting top Give me 13. Give me the 13th ranked defense in the league. Would I love to be in the top 5? Of course I would. If we get top 5 defense, we won't lose a game. Now that's how good this offense is. If we get a top 5 defense, we won't lose a game. It's too much. Too much to handle. Give me rank 13. GG, you still on here? Gary, you still on here? Kevin, Where y'all got them? It those on Podbean. Where do you have? Hey Tony, I see you. Let's go Cowboys. Hey, the captain. I don't know who you are, but Cap, follow my show, man. This is pretty much a Cowboy broadcast. I talk sports, but since the season started, I go Cowboy. Uh, follow the show for me, man. Those on where do y'all got them? Where y'all got defense at? Talk to me, Podbean. Talk to me, Facebook, Twitch. Uh, Buddha, I see you. Let me throw this in while y'all talking. Listen, if you want to be a patron or whatever, there it is right there. I just put it in the just click on that. Matter of fact, let me Geechee, you got them at 14th. You got them at 14th. That ain't too much different than 13. I'll take 14. I'll take 14. I will take that. Gary said between top 10 and 15. Excuse me, there it is. And if you want to become a patron, just click on that link there. Podbean, if you want to become a patron, just click on that button there and say become a patron. I would appreciate it so much. Tony says 13 like me. The captain says 12. Good, bad, and ugly. Truth saying, he's still debating over there. This defense have the capability. We have top 5 talent. I'm just saying. When you put an incredible Randy Gregory on this team, okay, and I think we really just don't understand how good he's gonna be. But when you got a Randy Gregory and D Law, if D Law turns into D Law again, look out. Gallimore is gonna have a tremendous year. Urban is gonna have a good year. I don't know about Tristan Hill. I don't know if he's even gonna make the team, to be honest with you. We got defensive tackle talent. The linebacker have the capability. Y'all got to keep in mind now. Keep in mind. I know it's hard to remember, but y'all do remember his rookie year. LVE was an all-pro. Not Pro Bowler. All-pro. So we talking about a guy who can get it done. Jalen Smith has capability of making impact plays. Neal is a thumper. Buddha says between 11 and 14. I think everybody's pretty much, if Andy Brown is on special team, he'll say 8th. Gary said with Andy Brown starting, he's going probably between 10 and 14. Gary said if Andy Brown is there, Gary, let me go and push back on you on that one. What's up, Mike? I see y'all. Let me push back there on y'all on that one, Gary. So, who's the other starting cornerback? That's the first thing I need to know. Who's the other starting cornerback? If Andy Brown is there, you say, Captain, call in right now, man. Call in right now. I'm looking at you. Call in right now. I'm sorry. I be looking at my group on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. I'm just looking back now. Captain, you call in right now. I'm looking and waiting on you now. There you go. Come on, talk to me, Cap.
Cowboys have to go through one of the worst defenses I've seen and gotten out so many years, and you finally decided to take a look at it. You finally decided to say, hey, we need to update our game, our defensive game. Our defense has been hurting us. I mean, it's not much the offense, it's the defense. If you look at it, a lot of crucial defensive plays that came down to the wires for the Cowboys that lost games is because their defense could not produce stuff. They could not stop their opponent's offense. As soon as the defense, they exploited a lot of that weakness, and the Cowboys, they just lost that momentum right at the end. And it's sad to see because, they had such a great offense, but they just couldn't get it done on the defense.
Cap,
Get it done.
Cap, you are absolutely right. But I will give credit, and maybe that it was because of the defensive coordinator that we hired this year that things changed. They knew that they had to address defense. They knew that,
Right.
and they know they did it in the draft. They did it in the draft, but the key thing about that is that when you do that in the draft, the truth of the matter is you got a bunch of young players, and which means you got rookies. So there's gonna be some growing pains. And to be honest with you, we're just gonna have to be patient. And that kind of goes back to my guy, what Gary said about Anthony Brown, who's our veteran cornerback. Well, a lot of people don't like Anthony Brown, but are you willing? But I'm saying, are you willing to risk putting in maybe a rookie over there and let the growing pains begin, or do you want to go with Anthony Brown and you still gonna have some growing pains? Brown is really not that great, but he knows the game. He may not make the mistakes that a rookie may make. That's the question that I have. Let me go back to stay right there, Cap. Let me look and see what Gary said. I'm glad you came here. Boss man or Nation. See, that goes back to what you were saying. Just before I brought you in, I was asking Gary Atkinson, what does he, if he don't want Brown in, who does he want? Well, he wants either Boss Man Fat, which is Kelvin Joseph, or Nation. That's both rookies. And you pairing them with a second-year cornerback in Diggs. And I don't know if that's, I ain't saying it ain't gonna work, but I don't trust that. I don't. What I'm saying is, I said my thinking is, Boss Man Fat will be the starter eventually. But starting off, we need to be solid. We need to be solid starting off. And I'm not saying Anthony Brown is solid, but I am saying at this point, I feel a little bit more comfortable with Diggs and maybe Anthony Brown as our cornerback. Or if you tell me that Jordan Lewis is our other cornerback, I'm cool with that. But when you start talking about rookies at the cornerback position, I don't know. And let's just be honest, Brady would be licking his chops if he saw Boss Man Fat out there as a rookie. That's just the truth. What do you think about that, Cap?
Yeah, I can agree with you. I mean, like you said, the young players, Anthony Brown still a young player, he still got some growing to do. But the way I see it, kind of like what they do with the quarterback position. You let the boys fight it out. You see who wants it more, who's the better guy, who's willing to give that extra 10% while they're doing their job. And whoever does it best, let them have the job. But I'm not saying don't sit Anthony Brown out. Just let him play, and then cycle through your guys and see which one wants it more. You know what I mean? You got to see who wants to push the team in a put the team in a better position and push them into a level of playing where they haven't been before in 20 plus years. Because they just been, I want to say maybe like 22 years ago, 23 years ago, Dallas Cowboys were on top of the game, both offensive and defense. They had putting up phenomenal numbers, both offense and defense. And then here comes Jerry Jones having a big head and getting kind of greedy, or not kind of, but getting greedy in general. And then that's when the Cowboy era started going downhill. And now I think Jerry Jones is finally realizing his mistake, because he's letting go of the reins now. He's looking at the overall picture instead of just focusing on offense. Now he focused on defense. Now he's looking at defense. And I was very proud of him that he started working and building up the defense. And I just can't wait for this season to start. I want to see how they put this all together. And answer your question about Deion Sanders. The only reason why Deion Sanders is not in the Dallas Cowboys Hall of Fame is because he retired a Redskin. He didn't retire a Dallas Cowboy. And to me, I was just like, really, Deion, really, you gonna retire a Redskin when the Dallas Cowboys gave you the best?
I thought that he retired, came back to Atlanta, and signed that 1-day contract. That's what I thought. Because see, Emmett, that's what Emmett did. Emmett finished in Arizona, but he came back and did that 1 day contract and retired as a Cowboy. I thought Dion did that as a Falcon. I thought, now I may be wrong, but I thought that's what he did. But you got a point though. I said I appreciate your call, man. Listen, follow the show, call in next time. Thank you so much, Cap. Thank you so much. All right, appreciate you, brother. All right, appreciate that. My guys on here talking. When I was talking about Brady, they was chiming in and they were saying some good stuff. Let me say this about that. I just said he'll be licking his chops. He might be licking his chop, but he may be licking the chop on his backside. Because let me tell you something. We coming at Brady. That's how I look. Brady is gonna see some pressure this first game. I'm telling y'all, we got some dogs that are coming. I ain't talking about these. Where Geechee at? Geechee, you know what I'm talking about. We ain't talking about these little chihuahuas. No. Brady, as we all know, if you want to beat Brady, if the game plan has always been, and not too many teams can do it, the game plan has always been with Brady, that if you have a front four, that you can put pressure on him just with 4 guys, you got a real good chance to beat him. Now, if you got to start blitzing people with it, and all that, that's when Brady can go in and kill you. But if you got a front four that can get to him consistently, you got a real good shot at winning. That's always been the game plan against Brady. Always. And let me tell you this. We have those 4. I've already said it. Mr. Brady, God bless him. He is the greatest quarterback to ever live. There's no question about that. We are going to hit him consistently and hard. I got Randy Gregory coming. He coming. And everybody know it. If I get D-Law to catch the Holy Ghost, just where you at, good, bad, and ugly truth. Let me go and bring a little law, little spirit in it now. If I get D-Law to catch the Holy Ghost, have mercy, Lord. Where you at, my brother? Where you at, good, bad, and ugly truth? Where you at? If I can catch him and get a little Holy Ghost in him, where he go back maybe about 2-3 years, and Gregory come on the other side, and I got a legitimate, listen, I'm saying this in a good way. I'm getting ready to go in a second. We have in Micah Parsons, y'all. We have in Micah Parsons a legitimate fool. How about that? Michael the Fool Parsons. That's it. That's my nickname for him. Micah the Fool Parsons. Let me tell y'all something about this young man. He crazy. That's all I got to say about him. He coming. Brady gonna hit the floor, man. Standing there taking pictures and patting the ball. I wish he would. You gonna pat yourself on, look, Brady gonna get hit. That's why we gonna be all right. And my guys are right. When you got a front 4 or a front 7 that can get to the quarterback often, it will make the rookies look even better because the ball is coming out. They're going to have a chance to get on it. Pressure brings turnovers. Pressure brings turnovers. We have a team. I ain't even talking about OC. Man, I'm telling y'all, we got some. I ain't talking about Basham. See, I ain't even talking about Basham and, oh my God, what? We got some guys that are coming. I'm talking about dogs that got slob coming out the side of their mouth. I'm saying, like them pit bulls when the slob be just ringing down. We got them type guys now. Huh? We got those type. And Brady is going, look, y'all need to get fired up. That's all I'm saying. Now, they either going to make me look real bad for pumping them up like this, or either I'm going to look like a genius, just like a lot of my guys here in this chat here. We are expecting. That's the title of this podcast. My expectations are that we're about to tear a knothole into some folks. That's my that's my expectation. Y'all need to get fired up, huh? Mike Evans, Bohanna gonna get in there. You might say Bohanna gonna get a lot of work when it comes down to, getting close to the red zone. When you get inside the 5-yard line and stuff like that. That's when you're gonna see Bohanna. I think you're gonna see him in the middle of the field too, but he really gonna be in there, when teams trying to score. That's when you're gonna see Bohanna a whole lot. We got some dogs, man. Y'all need to get ready. I'm serious. I'm charged up. I'm just like Ray Lewis. That's the kind of attitude I got. I'm fired up. What that smoke inside? I feel like Ray Lewis when he about to come out, when he get introduced and he do his dance and all that. He had the place going completely crazy. That's what I'm trying to get with y'all. I'm trying to get y'all hyped up. Now, if they let us down, then, we'll come back. We'll come on back down to earth, okay? We'll come on back down to earth. But until then, I'm ready. I'm ready, y'all. I'm ready. I'm ready to get loose. We got some guys, man. Let's hit somebody. I'm talking about the look. I want oohs and ahs from the crowd this year. No, I don't want no finesse. I don't want no. This is my expectation for this defense. But I ain't seen too many of them. I ain't seen too many of the players. I know Donovan Wilson will knock your head off. I know Neal will knock your head off. I know Jalen Smith can knock your head off. I know that Michael Parsons can knock your head off. I know Randy Gregory can knock your head off. I know D-Law. D-Law ain't like that. D-Law more of a turnover type guy. He go trying to strip the ball and he don't deliver no real crazy blows. But now the other guys, I'm expecting guys to get hit this year. I'm expecting ESPN highlights from guys getting knocked. I'm ready, man. I feel like I'm playing again. GT, where you at, man? Because you crazy just like I am. Where GT at? GT, where you at, man? Gary, you play. Y'all know you. See, I got some guys on here to know what I'm talking about. I want aggression. I want Baltimore Ravens. I ain't say they Baltimore Ravens. I want that type of attitude. That's what I want. If you give me that, we'll be a top 12, top 10 defense. I don't want no finesse guys on this team no more. I ain't seen enough. I don't want no finesse. I want guys, when the offense break their huddle, I want quarterbacks looking for certain guys because you know that these guys are going to make a play. Whenever you playing the Kansas City Chiefs, whoever the quarterback is, they looking for number 32, the honey badger. They trying to see where he lined up at, where he at. When the Baltimore Ravens used to play, they were looking at Ed Reed. Where he at? Huh? When you playing these guys, when you playing the Rams, the first person you looking for is Aaron Donald. I want guys to be looking for about 3 guys on our defense. That's what I want. I want quarterbacks thinking about other stuff before they call the play. I want guys to have fear when they come out that huddle. How you do that? By knocking folks' head off. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Listen, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I know this is not the right time. I usually come on at 7 on Saturdays. But again, I had to come on now. For those, again, that don't know, I'll go ahead and say it, especially my patrons, the one that support the podcast. Listen, I am having surgery on tomorrow. On my back again. This will be my third or fourth back surgery. I've already had a fusion. I'm having a permanent stimulator put in. For those that don't know, everybody pretty much knows. I'm having that put in, and I would not be able, obviously, to do the show on Saturday. I think I'll probably be kind of hurting and all that. Not sure if I'll be able to sit in the chair like I am now, just after having surgery. Wouldn't make sense. So I'm going to skip Saturday. My goal is I'll be out the hospital. It's an in and out surgery. So they all going to put me to sleep to do what they got to do. So, but my plan is to be on Tuesday. Here's the difference, though, for those that are listening. I'm not sure. I will do the show Tuesday. However, it depends on how I'm feeling. If I can't be comfortable sitting down, then I will not do the show on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch and all that. However, I will do the show on Podbean. Now, if you want to hang with me on Tuesday, of course, I'll let everybody know if I'm back, if I'll do it on, streaming. But if I'm not, you need to go to Podbean. You don't have to pay anything. You need to go to Podbean and find my show, which is the Big Time Show. Just follow it, and you can have the app, and you can, you'll be there. If I'm not doing the show streaming, once I get through there, if you want to hang with me, you can move it off your phone or computer at any time. So don't worry about that. But if you want to hang with me, we'll see what we feel like on Tuesday, and then I'll let you guys know. But please understand, I'm watching. If I'm in my group, I will be talking to my group. Gary, Geechee, E. Kush. I ain't dead. My fingers still can work. I'm just not probably going to be able to do the show. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate your prayers and all that kind of stuff. And I'll see you guys definitely on Tuesday of next week. One way or the other. It is be on Podbean exclusively, or it may be just on this. Y'all may be asking why Podbean? Well, with Podbean, you don't have to see my face or anything, which means I can do the show laying in the bed. Y'all see what I'm saying? So I can do that on Tuesday. So if I have to, I'll do it that way. But if I'm feeling okay and I can sit in this chair for about an hour without hurting and all that kind of stuff, then I will do it here. So I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for hanging with me on the day. Again, if you want to become a patron of the show, I sent it earlier to you. There it is there. You just put in that right there and make a decision. I appreciate it. If you're on Podbean, click that button that says you become a patron. And I appreciate you. If you're listening to me for the first time, at least just follow the show and then get the notifications when I turn on. Excuse me, if you want to do that, there it is. That's the right one. Just copy that right there, and you can make that decision. Appreciate you guys. Love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging with me on this strange time that I do it, but I had to do it now. I couldn't do it tonight, so I came on with y'all early. Appreciate y'all guys hanging with me. We'll see you on Tuesday, one way or the other. Again, if you want to, let me put this in for those that are on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. It's Podbean, Podbean. Just go to that, sign up for it. It's free. You'll see it there. There it is there. Just type that in. Podbean. That's all you have to type in. Go sign up, make up a little small account. It just asks for your username or whatever, and then join in with me just in case I have to do it on Tuesday, okay? Thank you guys. I'll see you on Tuesday. Until then, we'll be back. I promise you we'll be back on Tuesday. We know we're going to have something to talk about. You already know that. All these press conferences going on, all this crying and whining and sniffling and stuff. We'll be well, y'all think that's a way the hard knocks come on. Oh my God, this is gonna be ridiculous. Until then, we'll see you. One more time. for the Big Time Show podcast. I love it, y'all. We'll see you. I'm just doing it again, y'all.